This is an opportunity for people who live here to really take ownership, to really take a deliberative approach and say, this is what we want to do with where we live. Let us ask the big question, let us give the answers for how we're going to live, and let us come together as doing that. So I think it's a great idea.
Richmond Residents Panel is a community-led response to the issue of illegal drug use on the Richmond housing estate. Initiated by the Richmond Estate Action Group and funded by the Neighbourhood Justice Centre, it attempts a new way of government consulting the community.
We certainly understand from the work that we've done over the last 12 months or so talking to the community just what an emotive and challenging issue the issue of drug activity on the estate is for the people who live here. So we see it as a really positive opportunity for people to come together and to talk through those issues, and I think through this process to talk them through perhaps with a level of complexity and sophistication that we don't sometimes get to in these discussions.
A citizens' jury model of extensive interviews and panel meetings, held over a number of months, gave residents the power to develop their own solutions to long-term and complex problems.
The panels were, as I say, selected randomly. They were then given time to look at the evidence and to discuss it. So there was a conversation that went on. And that was a process that built new understanding and new knowledge. So we weren't just starting with what people's opinions were at the beginning. People developed their opinion and collective understanding throughout. And that was a really strong feature of it.
Supported by a facilitator, independent chair and a project worker, 2 panels of 10 residents were recruited, all from diverse backgrounds and viewpoints. Each panel met separately for 2.5 hours a week over 3 weeks to consider evidence gathered from interviews with people on the estate, interviews with Office of Housing, police and security authorities, and their own experiences.
From reading the evidence, I started to understand the effects that the drug use was having on the residents of the Housing Commission, and it is serious.
After 3 weeks of deliberation, the 2 panels produced a combined report with over 25 recommendations to address the impact of drugs on the community. The report is a powerful, caring, considered and compassionate voice focused on the experience of the people who live with the drugs issue. It also provided information not yet heard by agencies working with the community.
I think you can't not say something, you know. If you're in a position and you're offered an opportunity, you should say something, and all the small voices can add up.